I don't know why I'm nervous to make this video. Let's just get it started. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Hello. Let's just go. Let's just go. I got some notes here, but welcome into the video, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all can see the title. Y'all can see the hood. Um, yeah, I don't know why I'm nervous, but anyway, let's get into the reason why I'm making this video. So I didn't want to do this way, believe me. I wanted to like separate it out, but it's kind of all relevant. Um, but there's just some things that I wanted to address really quick. Um, not really quick, but there's things that I wanted to address. First and foremost, I want to say thank you again for tuning into the video. Hello. I want to give a quick shout out to all the recent subs on YouTube's the recent everybody, just everybody. I want to give a special shout out to JD. You know who you are, gaming with Kentuckian JD. He's over here blowing the comments up on on YouTube for the Medieval Dynasty series, which was actually a really fun series. So I just wanted to give you a quick shout out. As of me recording this, I haven't responded yet because I'm still processing. Because his he said some really cool things and interesting things. But I just wanted to give you a quick shout out in this video. This is coming out on the 19th. I'm recording this as of the 18th, but I just wanted to give a quick shout out there. So going into the core of this video, like I said, I wanted to separate this out, but it's too relevant. It's too relevant. Everything's too relevant. So I'm making this video to correct some things. Nobody did anything wrong. Like none of you, basically. Nothing happened except for I'm kind of I'm facing myself, if that makes any sense. Um, I'll explain what that means in a minute. Um, so for those of you that have been kind of following along with all the recent videos and things of that nature, you know that we have two different series going right now, currently. Well, three technically. Um, it's the Medieval Dynasty, which that's going out. There's the GTA series, and then there is the Assassin's Creed series that just started up. For those of you on stream, you know what's going on with that, and you also know what's going on with the GTA series. If you guys watched the last video in reference to the GTA thing, you know that it's paused because there's a game breaking issue that they're having where you actually lose control of your players. So we had to pause that. We can't do anything important if we're just gonna randomly anyway. Not gonna get into that. The point of this video here was, like I said, I wanted to set something straight. And I said to someone recently, I say it all the time, but I said it again recently, that it's always easier for somebody to make a decision than to admit it was the wrong one. And I'm coming to you because I made a bad decision. Okay? And I'm asking you to forgive me. Forgive me for what? Let me explain. If you saw the Assassin's Creed introduction video that I did to the series, there were some things that were said, which, funny enough, they were correct when I said them, but I corrected myself. That makes no sense. I'll explain. I recently made an announcement saying that for the Assassin's Creed franchise, basically we were going to play from 1 all the way till Valhalla, all the main ones, and I was going to stream it. Dishonored, same thing. I was going to stream it. And Fable 1, 2, and 3, I was going to stream it. Now, as you all know, those of you who have been around me a little bit amount of time or have been, dabbling into the videos and especially the introduction video and everything, I'm a clean content creator. Now, that is in essence contradictory because those games are specifically rated mature for like maybe mild language or, maybe certain scenes, not like, sexual content or nudity, anything like that, but mature scenes, put it that way. Um and I made a bad decision. So I am going to correct that decision. Um, I'm going to say this really quick. I actually put the last Assassin's Creed video on private. Um, so I basically, in essence, took it down. Um, in an effort to correct it, my mistake. Before recording this video, like a few minutes before, I put it back up to public so you can go and watch it because I, if nothing else, am not going to hide from my mistakes. What my mistake was, I know that was kind of long and drawn out, but it was a reason for it. If you go back and watch this video up until this point, you'll understand what I'm saying. Um, I am responsible for my actions. That's that there's a lot of people that won't say that, right? These days, especially these days. You'll blame other people, blame it on society, whatever, justify it. I am responsible for my actions. So when I said to you that I am a clean content creator and that I was the type of person who was the same everywhere, that has come back and reflect itself on me. What that means is that I made a decision based on how I was feeling, I'll be honest, that these three experiences, along with some stuff we said we were going to do for GTA, that these experiences would benefit us more if they were raw, basically. Being streamed unedited, even though these games they had YouTube symbols because of the language and things of that nature. I'm not going to get into all of that. Go back to my, the biggest change video in the community updates playlist. I'm not going to I'm not going to go all the way back through that. Um, I'll link it in the card. Um, and in the description. Um, I wanted to do that because I felt like I was on my way out in terms of content creation. Um, I was getting weary. I was getting tired. Um, in some areas, I was broken. This is y'all know when you see this tiger, y'all know when you see the hood, y'all know what it means. I'm a real person. So I don't lie. I don't lie. I'm a real person. So I'm going to tell you the truth. Um in many areas, mentally and somewhat spiritually, I was broken. And I was trying to do things. Basically, I was falling off a cliff, grabbing for anything that might give me some sort of traction so that I wouldn't completely fall to my death, essentially. If you can picture that. when you're falling and let's say it's not a cliff. Let's see, those classic movie scenes where they tumble down a hill with trees and branches, and then you're just trying to grab just to pull yourself up so that you can stop falling. That's deep. But that's essentially what I was doing. And like I said, I am held 100% responsible for my actions, regardless of to the reasons why I did it or why I felt like it was the right thing to do. It was the wrong thing to do. I have contemplated um like I said, sorry for the car outside. I've contemplated, you know, just stopping this whole thing with literally hundreds of things of ideas that I have hundreds of ideas that I have, and I was just considering stopping it. Um I was last night actually, um at midnight. I was in my spiritual mother's church for a service. Didn't even plan on going until like 2 hours before the event. And I didn't even know why I was going, truthfully. I had to drive an hour and something to get there. But when I got there, um, and this has been the first time I had ever been there physically. I'd watched live services on YouTube or Facebook, essentially, so I know what it looks like. But anyway, the point I'm making is that I felt like I was home. And I broke out into tears multiple times, at least 6 to 7 times. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because, like I said, this is all relevant. It was the first time in a long time where I felt like somebody could see me. Not that I'm looking for a spotlight, because I'm not. Y'all know I'm not that type of person. I told you the the essence of my YouTube channel, the essence of my community, my stream, my Discord, the essence of who I am is to give the people that come to me a platform to shine. I'm a multiplayer person first, not as a gamer, as a person. I don't enjoy being alone. Don't like doing things by myself. I don't enjoy single player experiences as much as I do with the multiplayer stuff. Um so that was one of the reasons. I just really really we're doing this? Sorry. Anyway, um but I just wanted to apologize. I don't want to drag this video out. We're almost at 14 minutes already. Um, but I wanted to let you know that I made the wrong decision um in reference to that, and I needed to correct it. Um so as of this video coming out, the Assassin's Creed franchise playthrough is on pause for a little bit, only for a little bit. Um we didn't start the Dishonored or the Fable series yet, but um I'm going to I'm going to tackle the Fable series because it comes up in another point that I want to make. Um but I want to apologize to you guys. Ladies and gents, I wanted to apologize to you. Um I was starting to step into territory that I did not belong in. Simply because I was in pain. and I was hurting. It's I told somebody and they kind of nodded like, "Yeah, that sucks." I knew they weren't like I'm not like I knew they weren't going to have an answer for me. I knew they weren't going to like, have something deep to say to help me, but I said to somebody, I said the weirdest thing is from and I said it live on stream. I said the weirdest thing is for me to stream knowing that people can't see me already. Like for those of you who maybe this may be your first time seeing me or first time seeing one of my videos or first time hearing my voice or you know nothing about me. The people that have been around me for quite a bit of time know that and I recently funny enough, I recently kind of put skin on what I was saying about myself. When you guys look at the Assassin's Creed franchise, and you look at the concept of an assassin or the Assassin's Creed, basically, their greatest strength is that they're hidden in plain sight, and that is literally what I live out every day. There's things that I do that go unnoticed for whatever reason. For whatever reason, I've accepted it. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I'm like I'm so happy for you. I am genuinely happy you don't have to deal with what I have to. You may have your own issues. This is my cross to bear. Um it gets very lonely. And that's why I broke down in that church last night because, not taking jabs at my family or anything like that, but where I was last night felt like home more than where I'm recording this video. I felt like I was home. I felt like somebody could see my pain and somebody was actually concerned that just because I'm in front of a camera, just because I'm trying to help people doesn't mean I don't need help too. Um so I wanted to apologize again. As of right now, the Assassin's Creed, Dishonored, and Fable are back to YouTube exclusives because I'm going to have to record them offline and edit them, which was the original plan. Regardless of if I have to do this by myself, which at this point I am, um, I have to be held accountable for our motto. If you're going to do it right. That's our motto. So we didn't get far into the Assassin's Creed recordings, but I'm not going to get into that. Um, but I just wanted to let you know about that change. Um, Let me get into a few of my other bullets and then I'll let you go. I'll probably be here I'll try to keep it to a 30-minute video. So, might go a little over. I'm going to tell you that now. But so that being said, in reference to our um offline recording, which is YouTube exclusives, basically, um, I it was I think in January. We had a voting and then I made an announcement in January that there were 3 series I was going to be working on offline to record exclusively for YouTube. There was the Mafia trilogy, there was the Splinter Cell franchise. This was voted by you guys, and then it was the Far Cry series. What I want to say is that as of right now, no, and it was also Dead Rising. It was also Dead Rising. As of right now, um, I'm going to be putting the Far Cry series on pause. And I'm going to be putting the Fable series on pause too, because well, it wasn't we didn't start it up yet. But Fable and Far Cry, same thing. But the reason I'm doing that is because something is happening right now. I can't tell you what it is because honestly, I mean, I don't even know that I'm supposed to release it, but I know that something is happening right now as it relates to this community, this channel, my help. Um, Something is happening, and I am going to be staying away from, um, in terms of the offline recordings specifically, which is the YouTube stuff. I'm going to be staying away from multiplayer and co-op series just for now because my help is coming. Letting you know now, I don't know when. God didn't tell me that. I don't know where it's coming from. But what I want to say is that I know something is happening right now. And I know that I am not going to be doing this by myself for much longer. And as opposed to me trying to grind it out or force the door open and like try to entice people to come help me, I'm going to wait on God. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait because I know it's going to be worth it. I'm practicing what I preach. I know it's going to be worth it. So I pray that you have patience with me. There are a lot of things that probably should have happened already, but I'm glad that things went the way that they did, because essentially, and the reason why I was saying about the whole content creation thing is because I have basically lost everything and everyone. All of the people I thought were going to help me didn't. The people that, either promised or, whatever, all of that stuff, the promises were broken. So I'm sitting here making this video because as of right now, physically, I don't have any help. Um, but I'm going to wait. I'm still going to wait. I've wanted to quit for that reason many times, but I'm going to wait because God told me to wait. Um, Moving on. I'm going to replace it. I'm going to be replacing the Far Cry series. And I'm gonna be putting that on pause essentially, because like I said, I'm gonna be staying away from the multiplayer co-op offline recordings as much as possible for right now, because when I bring whoever it is on to record with me or to make those videos with me, it will be worth it. I can promise you that. That being said, not that this was like a depressing video, but this is a real one. So just to liven up the mood just a little bit, for those of you who are watching this, um, I need your help. I need your help. I have done this a few times within my Discord community. Um, but now I am extending the invitation to YouTube. There is something that I have been talking about. I actually made a video about it. Um, and I've made reference to it a few times, and this is something that I have um recreated for YouTube. It'll be in the description. But what I need you guys to do on YouTube is to vote. I want you to give me your top 5. Now, what you're voting for is essentially the series that I'm going to be doing now on stream, because we were in the middle of GTA, then we stopped because of the game breaking thing, then we switched over to Assassin's Creed, and now I have to stop that. Okay? So, I'm basically coming to you for ideas as to what you may want to see. I don't have a problem with anything on that list. Obviously, I put it on there. Um, there were some restrictions before, but for what it is that I'm asking you for, there's not going to be any restrictions. Only one. Only one. Only one. I have made something for you guys on YouTube. My stream, my Discord, they know what this is already. There it is. So, as you can see above my head, this is the games coming soon. Now, in Discord, it looks differently because obviously Discord is formatted differently, but it's the same concept. I literally typed all of this out. I couldn't copy and paste because it would have just been too difficult, but I did put it in sections. If you see on the side here, this is going to be in the description. But these are all the games that I am either going to stream or that are going to reach YouTube. Okay. See, now if you see this one, I'm just going to give you a brief example as to Sifu right here. This, I couldn't get the icons from Discord. That's why I said I couldn't copy and paste. It would have been so much. Anyway, I couldn't get the icons from Discord over to Google Docs. They said they didn't accept the images. It's fine. So I had to write everything out. So what I'm asking you for in the comment section, top 5 out of all the things on this list. Now, I have 2 specific sections here that I'm asking you simply for this video for a little bit to ignore. I have the VR section. Like it says coming soon, so we're not ready for that yet, and the PlayStation. We have some suggestions in there. I'm just going to throw a quick one in there. 2 quick ones, Last of Us and God of War. Okay. I didn't write them down. People have suggested them in my Discord section, but I have not written them down because I wanted to get a PlayStation first. There's just certain things I want to play on controller. You know what I mean? And I don't want to play it on, anyway. But top 5. And what I'm asking you to do is to ignore. This is the restriction I was talking about. I'm asking you to ignore anything that has YT in the parentheses. That means it is specifically for YouTube and I will not be streaming it. I'm asking you for stream ideas. Okay? The offline recordings, like I said, I'm like 96% ready to start recording the Mafia trilogy. I actually have some test footage. I'll incorporate that somehow into my first episode once I release it. But the offline recordings is something completely different. Okay? What I'm asking you for is stream ideas. Please, please, please give me your top 5. Ignore any games for right now. This is what I'm asking for right now. Ignore any games that have YT in parentheses because that means they are exclusively for YouTube. It can be, like I said, 2 sections I'm asking you to ignore as well. VR and PlayStation, those are not ready yet. That's coming sooner than you think, but those are not ready yet. So essentially Steam and then Xbox. Okay. Those are the 2 sections that I am asking you to pull from. I'll just give you a brief, just for the video's sake, I'll just give you can slow it down. This is not stream. So, skipping that, going straight to Xbox. So you can slow it down. Okay. I'm going to be, yeah. So anything that has a YouTube, I'm probably going to be skipping the, well, not all of them, but some of the co-op, selections. Just give me your top 5. That's all I'm gonna ask you, because what I did was I put this list out in Discord and I asked people to tell me what they were interested in playing with me and things of that nature. Because these people that have, that said they were interested have been around me for a long time. These are people that I can trust to record with me. So that's why I gave them that permission to do so. Not gonna go into that. But for the purposes of this video, please, like I said, and this is a lot, as you can see. This is a lot. I think you can hear Max. He says hello. But yeah, that's yeah. So you can pause it, you can go back to it, whatever you want to do. Yeah, we're a little bit over 30 minutes, and okay, yeah, we're at our last 2 bullet points. Oh no, no, we're not. We're at our last one because I just showed you the Google Doc. Okay. So um stream people who are in my Discord. I want you to put it into the community day suggestions, just like I did last time, just like I requested last time. But yeah, so we're right on schedule, a little bit over 30. But the last thing I wanted to say is that these suggestions are simply that, suggestions. It's not to say that it wasn't a good idea. You don't even have to pick something from this list if you don't want to. If you have something completely new, like I know somebody had in suggestions Fortnite. I know something that people were kind of talking about but never really did it was, you know, Apex on PC or something like that. So I want you to give me your top 5, even if it's not on the list. I want you to give me your top 5. Now, there are a few things on that list that are crossed out because we finished them. As you can see, with our series on YouTube, you can see in the title of the playlist whether or not we finished it. In essence, the ones we finished, I'm not going to go through that. What I'm going to say is that, in reference to that, is if you are going to choose something that you want to see revisited, what I'm asking you to do, meaning if it's checked off already, but you want us to revisit it, what I'm asking you to do is give me something specific, as specific as you can be. I don't care how long the message is. I read everything. As specific as you can be, tell me what it is that you want me to do in that game. Because simply to just, because a lot of these games that we're playing, 7 Days to Die, Minecraft, Dead by Daylight, all of these different kind of games, Medieval Dynasty, they're sandbox games, meaning there's some structure to it, but it's pretty much whatever you make it. You know what I mean? So simply to just play it, you know what I mean? Give me something specific as to what you want me to try to accomplish. I'm going a little bit over my time, but give me something that you want me to accomplish. If it is something that is already crossed out, okay, or we have already finished it. All right. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. If you could do that for me, I would greatly appreciate it. Once again, I apologize. I'm not gonna make excuses for it. I was just I struggle. I'm human. I struggle. Streaming, as I said multiple times, wasn't my idea, and there's something here that's somebody needs me, and I don't know who it is, and that's the hardest part. That's the hardest part. It's and I've prayed this prayer multiple times. God, why would you send me to people that can't see me? How does that make sense? How does that actually make sense? If you're Anyway, not gonna take y'all into my prayer room. Um, thank you for your attention. Thank you for you know, however many people watch this video. Um, thank you for your help. Outside of that, thank you for everything. Follow the socials, do all of those things, more to come. As long as God gives me strength to be here, I will be here. And yeah, I hope I was able to help. I got some other things in the works. I don't know when God's going to give me to release it, but I do have something that I said I was going to do for a long time that has actually been created. That he's not really releasing me to give any information about it as of yet. So we're hitting 35 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, follow the socials, do all of those things. I appreciate you very, very much. Um, I appreciate your help. And if any of you are interested in any of the things that I was talking about, you know, and potentially helping me out or whatever, it just let me know. Okay. Um, no one man is an island and no one person can do everything by themselves. So, I appreciate your time. I appreciate your patience. And y'all know the motto. If you're going to do it right. Peace, y'all. Tiger out. Love y'all.